I'm Mark Doleman. I'm the lead of Propel by Deloitte, which is a business that provides cloud-based, technology-based services to SMEs. Entrepreneurial means to me that you are able to take risks, that you're brave about decision making, that you're able to do things quite quickly, that you take an idea, that you take that idea and turn it into something real. I think there's lots of people I meet who have an idea but don't do anything with it. And I think being entrepreneurial means that you actually take it somewhere. And to do that, I think you've got to be prepared to make mistakes. I think you've got to be strong in your belief, and you've got to be good at listening to people, taking advice, and then quickly interpreting it and turning it into something that you can do something about. And of course, ultimately, you want to turn that into a business. So I do think entrepreneurs, it's interesting, I saw a business the other day where the entrepreneur didn't really understand finance, but he understood people and business, and that he understood how to satisfy customers. But actually, as his business has grown, he's had to put the finance side to it as well. So I think entrepreneurs can be people orientated, but ultimately they've got to understand the impact of that on how do you make that profitable, how do you drive revenue, how do you turn that into something where you can be successful more broadly. So I think an entrepreneur can have a wide range of skills, but ultimately they've got to take a lot of great advice as well. If you map out the last 50, 100 years, I would say now is about the best time ever to be someone wanting to start a business. And why? Because I think all of a sudden, when I became the head of entrepreneurial business at Deloitte, which I did before I set up Propel, I think it was unfashionable. It was a strange name. I don't think anyone really wanted the job. It was a bit like, well, entrepreneurial business is secondary to serving big organisations. But I thought it was a great thing to do. But now I think people say that actually being an entrepreneur is it's a great thing to do, and a lot of people in big organisations strive to be entrepreneurial. And you look at today with the Great Britain Entrepreneurial Awards, you're talking about NatWest, and is it Gordon who's head of being an entrepreneur at the bank, and everyone strives to be that. So I think now is the time to be involved with small businesses. The infrastructure's there. There's a massive angel network. There's a massive VC network. The banks are prepared to support small businesses in a way that they weren't prepared to support before. So I would say now is just the right time to think about being a small business. So I think the environment's right. I think the challenges are the same as they were previously, that you still need a good idea, you need to surround yourself with good people, you need to make sure that I think this thing about lean startup is really worth, if you're a small business, I would make sure you understand what lean startup means. And what I mean by that is that, test and learn, test and learn, test and learn. Make sure that you've tried something, do it quickly and move on. And if it works well, go and do it lots of times. If it doesn't work well, learn from it and go again. And I think that means you can start on a low budget, you can start with low cost, you can start with few people, and you can test something and you can gradually find out what works and build a big business. So I think the skill is about how you test and learn with the right advice, the right people, as quickly as possible. What I enjoy about three things, I think. I enjoy being associated with the network of people that are involved. They all share a common desire to make a difference for those businesses that are hopefully going to be the big business of the future. I very much enjoy being part of the team that NatWest have put together. I think they're a great team. I think they have a fantastic desire to make a difference, both in their organisation and more broadly. I enjoy learning from them, how it can make a difference for me at Propel and my team, how we can be more nimble and how we can work with small businesses. I think the most important thing I enjoy is actually meeting the small businesses. I noticed today that when we looked through the programme, there are 4 of our clients here today. We didn't know that, but there are 4 of our clients up for awards, and it basically tells me that we are meeting and coming into contact with those really smart, ambitious businesses. And I like listening to their stories. I like looking at what they do, whether they're not-for-profit organisations, but the ambitions they share, or whether they are genuinely scale-type organisations. And I love listening to stories. I love hearing about the industries, and I keep learning about new industries that I didn't think you could scale. And so I really enjoy, most of all, meeting the businesses.